clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook up the gut. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Channing Tindall in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua sets up to pass it.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and
it's intercepted in the end zone.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. The Bills had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that lap...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. On play action, Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
Looking to throw. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Allen now on 1st down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when you were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Wilson. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Hey, Jack
Once again, it's Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Here's Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go.
Here's Mostert.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Mostert.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing now is Allen. And complete right side to Cook.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen under pressure. They got him again.
Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final try here for Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is down to 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. Tua now on 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The 30. 10. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 30 on second down, Tua.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So Allen's going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bills. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua to throw. He's going to air one out. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth